What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be focusing on the upcoming transit of Rahu through the sign of Taurus. Especially today, we'll mainly emphasize what will happen if Rahu is transiting over your natal planets in Taurus. Now, what does that mean? In your Rashi chart, that is the D1 chart, if you have a planet in the sign of Taurus, then for next 18 months, Rahu will transit over that planet and it will create an impact, and that's why we are here to talk about it. On 19th September 2020, Rahu will move into the sign of Taurus and it will stay there till 17th March 2022. Now, before we proceed and talk about how Rahu will impact over each and every planet, let's understand what does it mean to have Rahu in the sign of Taurus. Yes, you got me right. This completely shows that the major theme of this transit is beauty, indulgence, and extravagance. The sign of Taurus is all about family, traditions, wealth, beauty, food, and most importantly, your values, because it represents the second house of the horoscope. And second house is like a treasure vault where you keep all of your possessions, the precious possessions. So it's not just your wealth, but everything which is valuable to you. So right now, Rahu is transiting from the Mrigashira nakshatra, and in its future journey, it will move across the last two padas of Mrigashira, the entire Rohini nakshatra, and the last three padas of Krittika nakshatra. For now, it is moving towards the Rohini nakshatra, which belongs to planet Moon. This nakshatra has the power of Rohana Shakti. Rohana means the ability to grow and create. So Rahu in future is going to bring a very fruitful and productive time. During this time, you can start with your new projects, you can enhance your productivity in order to fulfill your ambitions and goals. It's not just about expanding your wealth, but it's also about expanding that aspect of life which is true wealth for you. If Rahu is transiting over a particular natal planet in Taurus, then you will work intensively towards expanding that aspects of your life which are related to that planet and house as well. Suppose Rahu is transiting over your natal Mercury. So for Mercury, its true wealth is speech, communication, technology, trade, and business. So it will work over there. Rahu will enhance the treasures of planet Mercury. Suppose Rahu is transiting over your natal Mars. So what is the true wealth for Mars? It is freedom, enterprising skills, and strength as well. So Rahu will expand the wealth of planet Mars. So you have to think like that. Along with your expansion of treasures and indulgence, there is a slight negative side to this transit, because I have told you there will be a lot of overindulgence and it may lead to a lot of confusion and even loss of finances. So you have to avoid spending too much. Also, you have to be quite vigilant while making new social contacts and investing your money. Before we talk about each and every planet, there are few things which you need to consider. Firstly, in which house this transit is going to happen. Secondly, where does the natal Venus is placed in your horoscope? And thirdly, which planet is transited by Rahu? And last but not the least, what is your present planetary period? Many people ask me why you include ascendant? It's not a planet. But for me, it's equivalent to a planet, because you can pin down the location of ascendant. It holds a particular degree in your first house. So whenever Rahu will transit over that particular point, maybe less than 5 degrees or 5 degrees apart, this transit will be more intense and crucial for you. The transit of Rahu over ascendant in Taurus will be a life-changing experience as it will lead to more growth, beauty and expansion in your life. The basic theme of this transit is to work on yourself, which means self-improvisation and grooming, because all of this is required for the future to come. You will experiment a lot with your looks, dressing style, and even the food you eat. Rahu represents all the exotic things in the world. So, from perfumes to food, there's going to be a lot of experimentation and expenditures. With Ketu exactly opposite in the seventh house, it would be a challenging time with respect to relationships. So, all the lessons learned from the seventh house will help in expansion of one's own beauty, strength, and identity. It would be a brilliant time to focus on your goals because each and every effort of yours will pay great results, magnified results. Material prosperity and comforts are promised, and out of nowhere, you will see life changing opportunities. If you are into a work related to beauty, creativity, healing, family welfare, banking and finances, then you will gain the most out of this transit. With Rahu transiting over the natal sun in Taurus, you will feel highly energetic and enthusiastic in life. There will be more positive energy, which would constantly push you to go higher and achieve success. With this expansion of energy, you will discover more life changing opportunities, but definitely some conflicts with authority, government, or maybe problems from an authoritative male figure is possible. At this time, it's important to confront your inner and external struggles, as there is a high chance that Rahu will make you hide and eclipse your weak points. It will be like, okay, I'll see them later. But once this transit gets over, these weak points may lead to downfall. Sun is your soul and Rahu will eclipse over that. So being connected with your inner voice, the real you, is very important. Suddenly, your responsibilities towards family will increase, and further, it will lead to more expenditure. Compatibility issues with father or a father like figure is indicated. Rahu over Sun will definitely expand your confidence. So, this will enable you to use your opportunities in a great way. There is increase in wealth and sudden gains possible. Freedom and attaining privilege is the main theme of this transit, which would enable you to go beyond your limits. This expansion of your true wealth and your potential will take you to a new journey full of new experiences. Definitely, there is a taboo like situation in this transit. Either you will break a taboo or you might indulge into taboo things, such issues on which the world usually frown upon, or either they run away from it. If you have major family responsibilities on your shoulder, then this transit will be a little challenging. Also, there could be some kind of insecurity regarding how the world will perceive you. You will be quite concerned about your status, respect, and personality. With Rahu transiting over the natal moon in Taurus, it can really make one super excited and innovative. On the other hand, it can bring unnecessary fears or phobias. A lot depends in which house this placement is going to happen and which house is ruled by planet moon. Overall, Rahu over the natal moon will increase your need to attain more security, comfort, and stability. So, at this time, you will work intensively towards fulfilling your emotional needs and desires. Moon represents the rhythm and the routine of our daily life. Here, Rahu can disrupt and disturb this daily routine, as you may engage into overindulgence. This overindulgence could be anything related to food, any habit, and even your work. As all of this is happening in the domain of Venus, it will enhance your creative abilities, and along with that, your power to earn more money will go higher. You will be blessed with great success and recognition due to your outstanding imagination and creativity. You may try to make some changes in your surroundings, like decorating and redesigning your home. Rahu will definitely hit your emotional system, which will make you highly reactive, sensitive, and vulnerable towards the circumstances and the opinions of other people. This might also affect your sleeping patterns, especially at night. Rahu may create overthinking process. A change of place or moving into a new house may be possible. Your desire to achieve nourishment and mother's love will go higher. You may seek attention from people around you, and there could be some difficulty while dealing with mother or a mother like figure. During this time, excellent opportunity to enhance your comfort, finances, and resources will happen, but it's important not to take a big risk in terms of investing your money. Overall, you will work towards changing and improvising your appearance, but along with that, it's important to meditate and balance your emotions, as unnecessary fears or insecurity regarding the future success may bother you. A female figure may strongly influence your life in this transit. With Rahu transiting over the natal Mars in Taurus, the major theme of this transit will be victory, competition, and excess of energy. Since this transit is happening in the arena of planet Venus, it could bring sudden expansion of finances and beauty in life. It's highly possible that you might get into sudden and short-term love relationship. Therefore, it's important that take your each step slowly and gradually with respect to romantic partnerships. No matter whatsoever profession you might pursue, Rahu will expand and intensify the competition at the workplace, and this competition will be all about attaining more power and financial gain. Definitely, there could be rise in your expectations and desires. You may feel over ambitious, impulsive, and aggressive in nature. You will be willing to take major risks and challenges in order to be at the topmost position. All of these extra efforts and expansion of energy will help you to take up a leadership position in the workplace. Rahu will exponentially expand the enterprising and innovative energy of Mars, which will help you to start with new projects, and in turn, you will get outstanding finances. Since your natal Mars is in Taurus, this represents natural resources which you derive from Earth. Therefore, at this time, Rahu will push you to indulge in acquiring gain through the natural resources. So you might get into a work or a project where you will be dealing with the natural resources. You may encounter dominant male figure who may create insecurity and restlessness. Rahu may also expand your aggression, which may force you to take decisions within an impulse without even thinking. Therefore, you have to work hard towards balancing your both emotional and physical energy as well. Overall, this period will be quite productive. There is just one condition: use your energy wisely. With Rahu over the natal Mercury in Taurus, higher learning, communication, and intuition will be the major theme of this transit. There will be rise in your confidence level and mental ability to understand things with a greater depth, and this will enable you to expand your success and growth. Rahu over Mercury will expand your mental energy and insight in such a way through which you will be able to use your forthcoming opportunities in a constructive manner. During this time, you might indulge into many projects and activities altogether, and this may keep you quite busy. Gain through unexpected messages, communication, and opportunities is possible. It could also lead to nervousness and insecurity regarding your future success. Therefore, balancing your thought process and mental energy is necessary. During this time, you are prone to nervous breakdown and anxiety as well, because you will overburden yourself. There will be a lot of overthinking process. At this time, you will work towards improvising your communication skills, which will provide you with upliftment with respect to profession. You will put a lot of emphasis on expressing your thoughts and ideas to the world. This transit will be excellent in expanding your finances and your influence over the society, especially if you are working in the sector of communication, trade, technology, business, media, or tourism. You will gain a lot from this transit. Rahu over Mercury may bring tricky and manipulative people in your social circle, especially your friends. So, a lot of care is required, and be very careful while making new social contacts or friends. Rahu may give confusion regarding what to pursue, what is your true purpose, and where to go, because your mind will constantly process many thoughts altogether. There can be excess of confusion regarding what to achieve, what you really want from life. Be careful about your speech and communication, as you might be misunderstood by others. So be very selective with your words. With the transit of Rahu over the natal Jupiter in Taurus, expansion and growth will be the major theme of this period. Since Jupiter and Rahu both are all about massive expansion, one thing is for sure: you would gain a lot of privilege as well as material wealth in this transit. All of this placement is happening in the sign of Venus, which is Taurus, and Taurus is all about luxuries and wealth. Here, Rahu over Jupiter will just expand your financial gain. With respect to family life and children, this period can be challenging, as you may work hard towards fulfilling their demands and desires. Rahu may bring some conflict in the family, though Jupiter is a very auspicious planet, but Rahu may create some confusion. In terms of professional success and fame, you will gain a lot of success. The world will acknowledge your work, and it will invite more importance, respect, fame, and privilege. Sudden financial gains is also possible. Not just gains, but you may also become a spendthrift at this time. The best part of having Rahu over the natal Jupiter is the expansion of optimism. You will be highly positive and joyful in nature, as there will be more life changing opportunities. Something very significant related to higher learning or meeting a teacher like figure is indicated, which would in turn bring more expansion and a different point of view. Remember that this transit is happening in the sign of Taurus, which is ruled by the Jupiter's enemy, Venus. So completely avoid any kind of overindulgence, as it may lead to downfall. It's important to take every decision wisely. With Rahu transiting over the natal Venus in Taurus, the major theme of this transit would be all about luxury, beauty, pleasure, and extravagance. There could be too much of indulgence with respect to food, beauty, shopping, and even intimacy. A lot depends upon in which house this transit is happening, as you may excessively indulge in the affairs related to that house. Taurus represents family and wealth. So at this time, your entire focus will be on two things: manifesting more wealth and luxuries for family. There is a great chance that you might start with your own work or a project which will be highly successful and profitable, as Rahu over Venus will enhance your creative abilities. Overall, there will be increase in material wealth, luxuries, and comforts. If you are into a creative work like arts, fashion, designing, music, dance, and entertainment industry, you will benefit a lot through this transit. Rahu over Venus, that too in the sign of Taurus, will completely enhance your desire to achieve love, affection, and security through family as well as the romantic partnerships. Those who are looking for a suitable partner may come across many romantic encounters. Remember not to hurry in relationships. If you are already married or maybe in a partnership, there would be more love and fulfillment, but definitely the partner's expectations will go higher. During this time, you might spend a lot of money in beautifying yourself as well as your home. A feminine figure will play a significant role at this time. With Rahu transiting over the natal Saturn in Taurus, the major theme of this transit would be get rid of your internal fears and insecurities. Break the barriers which are created by yourself and even the society. Saturn is the super ego who wants to bring rules, regulations, and discipline, whereas Rahu wants to fly above these rules and regulations because Rahu loves freedom. So during this transit, you will yearn to fight for your rights and happiness. Since it's all happening in the sign of Taurus, you will work hard to attain much deserved success, name, wealth, comforts, and security. Some significant changes related to family may happen. You might gain wealth or some kind of inheritance from an elder in the family, or you may work hard to fulfill the needs of your family. Rahu over Saturn will create insecurities related to wealth, family life, and future sustainability. That's why during this time you will work in an extraordinary manner. So it would raise your standards, status, and finances. This transit can be challenging in nature because it may test your patience and determination. Saturn is the natural karaka of profession, so Rahu transiting over the natal Saturn may bring some turbulence and chaos at the professional front, but all of this will happen to enhance your success. It will act as a catalyst which will increase your wealth, standards, and growth. A major change in the way you earn and save your money is possible. If you are into a business partnership, then extra caution and care is required. An authoritative figure or someone elder may play a very influential role in your life. Definitely in this transit, you will break a taboo. With Rahu transiting over the natal Rahu in Taurus, the theme of this transit is ending and a beginning of new cycle. Rahu is coming back to its natal place after 18 years, and this would lead to a significant change and success as well. Whatever lessons you have learned in the past are now going to help you in future, especially with respect to expanding your finances and taking care of your family. Just opposite to Rahu, Ketu will be in Scorpio, which will help you to shed out the old skin and old patterns, whereas Rahu in Taurus will enable you to grow and move into the future. But how? Rahu is going to provide you with a more rich and sustainable environment, plus there will be more opportunities and finances. So this would help you to grow both in terms of internal and external beauty as well. Depending upon in which house this transit is happening, a major change is going to happen, which will completely transform your outlook towards life. This time would be quite brilliant as your finances are going to expand, which would enable you to invest more on your comfort, security, wellness, and beauty. You will definitely make the best out of this transit because your capability and productivity will enhance, therefore, more success and opportunities are coming in your way. Something quite significant related to family may happen, which would demand a lot of attention and engagement in the family affairs. If you are into a profession related to finances, family welfare, healthcare, creativity, beauty industry, and even entertainment, you will get a lot of success. With Rahu transiting over the natal Ketu in Taurus, it would bring a life changing experience because here the present life account meets the past life account. So there will be such changes and challenges around you which will push you to work towards your insecurities, which are deeply embedded within your subconscious mind, not from this life but from the past life. So a lot depends upon in which house this transit is happening. Most changes and transformations are going to happen with respect to that house and also with respect to family and wealth. Having natal Ketu in Taurus itself means that you are carrying some kind of a treasure related to creativity, and not just that, but it also denotes values, memories, and lessons with respect to family. You have extensively worked in these areas in the past life. With Rahu over the natal Ketu, it will reactivate those experiences, lessons, and challenges from the past. This transit may bring such partnerships or romantic relationships which are intense and karmic in nature, because at one side there will be Rahu over natal Ketu in the sign of Venus, on the other side Ketu will be over the natal Rahu in the sign of Mars. So, definitely, there is a hint of passion and karmic bondage where you have to work towards fulfilling the desires of your partner. Therefore, go slow while moving towards a new relationship. And even if you are married or in a partnership, then take care of your actions. Think before taking any important decision. Rahu may create a desire to achieve true meaning, value, and happiness through the bond of family and marriage partnership as well. So guys, that's all for today's video, and if you really find today's video useful and knowledgeable, make sure you support my channel. Well, it's very easy, just subscribe to it. That will be enough. Thank you so much. Take care.